so you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him, okay, eyes wide. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As as the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. My God. It might be you don't dream the entire night, but you see through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer can run if it's startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anthony. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Whoa. Anthony leaves mumbling to himself. So passive aggressive of him. You feel me? Like, what was that about? Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom. Gregor, living room. Mariah, kitchen. Anthony, bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Nah, fuck Anthony. We got 2 hearts. We cool. Let's talk to Gregor. I ain't been around him. Hey. There are plenty of blankets around, but I'll never need one. I generate enough heat for the entire cabin. Most of the blankets are pretty thick and heavy. One's mostly used for winter. Why are these out during the summer? You shrug. To be honest, I'm feeling a little guilty about eating all that food that first couple days. This should be over soon enough, right? You nod in agreement. Great. Thanks again for everything. You remember that? Damn, when was I cool with him? You leave Gregor to go to the mill around the cabin for a while. Okay. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. I figure. Wish the rain would just stop. You're all doing great. We must be almost to the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. How long is this game? I've been recording for... Oh, shit. You go to bed with a growling stomach. You have a strange dream. Oh, shit. Boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You kept telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him, okay, eyes wide. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. My God. Everyone seems to be sleeping later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make the rest of the trees from the window. You hear stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Mariah looks petrified. What's wrong with you? Couldn't sleep. Anthony has bags under his eyes. This storm is too loud. Corinne looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night, it sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And couldn't see anything due to the rain. Great observation, jackass. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Corinne turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floor waters kept rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is it to the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running off, Gregor. Stupid bitch. I'm sure he'll show up eventually. Ha ha ha. Mariah and Anthony go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we could put off eating. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. We tell Gregor, putting on a fake optimism, and Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Speak with Mariah. Oh my god. Brr. It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? Explain to Mariah how the size of the person and in fact determine how warm they naturally are. Gah. Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. You know what he wanted to do for a career? Right, that's her best Gregor impression. Split firewood and gaze at the stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. You're pretty sure Mariah will remember that. I know she will. I only got one heart with her. Well, now two, but damn. You thank her and leave the bedroom. I'm sorry. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly all five tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long will it last. Corinne is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anthony chews it cautiously. Opening his mouth, he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. So sad. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Whew. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live to about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year. Damn, but do you really think it will rain that long? Anthony, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon? Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karina and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen or Anthony in the living room? I'm going to think about what I did wrong. Could you have rationed the supplies better? Yes. You crunched the numbers one more time. You could have reduced the amount of vegetables used in the stew, but it was their first day. You had to impress them. No, you did not. Was there anything you could have done differently? Probably not. Mariah, Anthony, Gregor, Karen, you wanted they're upset with you. Gregor calls the group over for a meeting. I don't think any of us can take it this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah? I used to swim all the time near my house, so I probably have the best chance of swimming through the flood waters. No. Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happens with your sunglasses, Anthony. You're as blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor, sounds good to me. No, you go. Kareem, his arms are definitely the longest, so you're probably best at climbing trees out of all of us. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the wood pile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand, and the shortest will go outside and search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Greg cut the branch length, so you can tell which is the biggest out of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor, Anthony, Kareem? Will it be... Looks like I got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. Oh my God. I watched Anthony forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Kareem, Anthony, and Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches Mariah leave the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. Fuck. Here we go. Eyes wide. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them recognizes the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing them into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get into the oven. You curse her repeatedly like this. You hiss. You stretch out your legs and toes and start kicking the coals. You feel your hands and your shoulders on both of them, and you push in. The familiar smell of smoke burn her hair because you throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing wood logs off the cabin, screaming. You chase the two in the woods. You burn chills with the wind. The guest looks behind her with eyes. When she sees you, she's terrified. Your fury rips trees, the roots fall on the ground, rots from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through the fields of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind you. You catch the glint of the sun golden. As by the magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes are sizzled by the heat. Hell fires your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. What is that? Oh, that boy is crying. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do you do now? Just wait? Kareem, how long? It's been almost a day since she's left. Anthony and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to... Wait, Kareem. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back. What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Kareem. I'm sure Anthony will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Green's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anthony just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What will you do today? Speak with she's pissed. Hey, you don't have to lie to me. I know Mariah's not coming back. I don't know where she came up with being the best swimmer. I guess the only one that would be is Anthony. Last summer, Anthony would watch her swim from the shore. He could have been a lifeguard, such a good swimmer. She never went under, but if she did, he would have pulled her out easily. Why would she lie about something like that? Green seemed deep in thought. Maybe it's better to leave her alone. You closed the door softly. Oh shit. Was I not supposed to speak with her? I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse? What? Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Where did you get that? Yo, is that an eye outside? What's that smell? That looks like an eye. Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you? The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain that meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anthony runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anthony returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anthony. Anthony takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Kieran leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Let's talk to Gregor. Hey, thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Mariah's boundaries. Thank you. Gregor's more dense than you gave him credit for. If there's extras, slip me some extra meat, okay? Gregor is going to see how Anthony is doing. Later. You have the bedroom all to yourself. What do you want to check first? Under the beds. You look under both of the beds. Just some dust and hair. Gross. Underneath the floorboard. You notice a bone sticking out. Is that a human bone? Nope, chicken bone. Gross. There's nothing in the bird cage. It's completely empty. Onion. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Was just playing with some of the toys in the drawer. You're far too old to be playing with them. You're never too old for toys. Anyways, need to attend secret chompette meeting. Smell you later. He bounces out the bedroom drawer with various children toys in it. What's this? Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane. I don't know what that is. Okay, making sure. The cause of death was identical to earlier victims with significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the fourth victim by the butcher. Oh my god. You take the bloody newspaper with you. I gotta show y'all. Hours passed. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. Look at them. Look at y'all. We waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments. Perfect. Everyone decided to call an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. So please no bad dream. Oh my god. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eyes have been giving you issues lately. So you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you up to the chair with a long rope and prevents you from struggling. You rip the rope apart and, without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of your face. Excuse me. You can see his beard and his eyes watching you. He slowly brings the poker, aiming carefully for your eyes before plunging it through your skull and sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. The smell of your decimated eye fluids to your nostrils. The black man stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake in a cold sweat. Whoa, man! You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? Did y'all see that? The flood waters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. I knew I'd seen something. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gargling noise, like she's trying to get the water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Yo! I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast, right? Oh my god. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. Is that wait, what is going on? What's gotten into you, Anthony? Anthony's eyes look at you begging. Bringing another slab. What? He's clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anthony? Gregor looks pained at Anthony's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, add in a boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any season, but you need to serve it right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole, like a duck who's been eating bread. Anthony creates ripples in the broth using the spoon he isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anthony begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her? What's going on with the music? Start. It's just an empty bowl now. Yeah, I ain't see you eat, girl. Oh, she's hungry. It's staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it is gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife? You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anthony, yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else could identify edible plants like you. Please, Anthony. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anthony. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anthony. That's right, Anthony. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles out to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Alright. Something is approaching. Onion, don't pull up on me like that. What is wrong with you? Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anthony. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. You know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of the myth. People actually believed that in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There was even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in the room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Could smell you before I even came in the room. Yikes. So, can you stop Anthony from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please. We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have a sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle the cabbage about you. She could be as mean as potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anthony you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You could trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices, so I get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Later. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep, still ravenous. Fuck, you have a strange dream. It's my last dream, and then I'm gonna save it. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of the sack and then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leave. At some point on his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and then the dogs will tear the fox in half. Filled with such a loathing for the fox, you gave him the only thing you had for food and all of those chickens. As the snow piles up beside you, begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an unsustainable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin completely ravenous. A nearby tree is looking like a charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Save the game. I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. I'm gonna finish the game like right now. I just want to end this video. It's already 1 hour 17 minutes. I'm gonna edit it, post it real fast, and then finish the game. 2 parts. We're gonna complete this game today. Just want to say thank you guys. Like for part 2. See you in the next one. God damn it. Peace.